Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Alright, in the last video of course, we're talking about our 265 was trying to install my sick new gauges. See them? It's just a temporary freaking deal. Yeah, just some cheap temporary gauges. Why we drove it around so I could get an idea of what the oil pressure was, what the temp and everything was going to be like. I backed her out. It was a really nice day. I backed her out, and yeah, she decided to drop a couple of mains. And if you can see the pan, she's seen better days. Yeah. So, with all of that, I had a brand new couple of bearings, and you can see one main, little nick. No big deal. Otherwise, really good shape. Then, of course, that bad boy got ate up. The little tang that holds the bearing from walking back and forth, it's pretty much gone. And then my thought was, hey, go grab a couple of mains, throw them on, and not thinking about a line boring it, and did a little bit more research, and this thing's got to come out. Yay. And then, of course, the crank will have to be pulled. I'll look for... I might try that set of main caps. Might send it. I don't know. It might set for a while. And I think the next best option is our... if I remember right, it's a 67, 68, 327 Camaro Corvette base. She's been gone through. She's got all brand new freeze plugs, brand new main and rod bearings, new timing chain set. Pretty much good to go. Okay, you can see it is missing the heads. And that's what we're working on now. Before we start tearing into all the work that we've done, disconnecting literally everything, almost. Gonna try and leave the brake setup going since I just finished that. We'll see how easy the engine pulls. I might go ahead and pull the booster and everything and just gently lay it out of the way and keep it all hooked up. We'll see. Sad deal. I mean, it was still running when it punched that hole in the pan, and I was literally watching the oil gush out and had to rush over and pull the coil wire to kill it. But yeah, getting off track. But this is what we're doing. If anybody recognizes those, we call them the booby heads. No. They call them humpback, camelback heads, double hump heads. These are the 194s, or 192s, my bad. But yeah, I've already stuck a machine straight edge on there. They are good to go. Of course, we've got some valve spring compound, or valve grinding. What am I talking about? Valve grinding compound. And of course, our little tool here. Ooh. We're going to look for another one. So I think we have a couple. Of course, we've got some regular 11/16 O-rings and keepers in here, but the springs, I don't know if we'll be able to pick this up on camera. A few of the springs are definitely shorter than the other. If you can't see, sorry, but I can. My eye's telling me that these are kind of worn. And then, of course, in the box of stuff, I'm going back and forth here, but in that box of stuff, you had a stack of shims. Yeah. So, I was lucky enough to have my dad give me this 350 valve spring set. I think they're 502 lift duration. I might be misquoting stuff. I'm not, the best at this engine building stuff, but with that, and then all new valve springs. We've got some umbrella seals versus the O-rings. We've got the original style O-rings here as well as those. Yeah, so that is what we're going to end up doing, is we're going to lap some valves and get some heads put together, get those on the 327, figure out an intake, and rebuild a carburetor. Probably going to run a 4-barrel. And then I think on this, we're going to, for now, so I don't have to cut into the floor. Of course, my original plan before this engine and transmission was that 327 and a Muncie 4-speed. I think we're going to keep the Power Glide for now. It seems to shift. It goes into reverse, drive okay. It's only got one gear to shift. So I think the plan is to stick with the Power Glide for now. Get the 327 finished up with these heads. Swap everything out. That way I'm not losing all the work I did, because yeah, we went through this starter and thing works like $1 million now. So I think we're gonna go ahead and leave the Power Glide for now, and we'll work on the Muncie and everything at some point. Of course, we'll have to do the clutch pedal and all that fun stuff, but I'm even gonna run that fuel pump I went through and redid. Hopefully it'll fit with the 327. But yep, that's what's going on. So sadly, the 265 has to come out. I think it made it about 4 months in there. I think I've ran it a total of 4 times before it just completely did what you saw. So stay tuned. Alright, we are just gonna keep lapping. I had to end up using that same tool. It ain't working the best, but we got enough grinding compound, and without this working the best, that's why I haven't exactly recorded. Yeah, because I gotta need to use both hands, like I'm doing the Indian fire stick trick. Alright, I don't even know why I'm trying that. There's no compound on these. But so far, we can pull one of these up here. And you can see the compound in there. And yeah, we're shooting for a nice little, can't really show you, but we'll wipe it down, show one of them at least. But yeah, we're just making a nice little, grinding a nice little seat for each valve. Yeah, that's what, we'll just keep on going. We'll check in when we're throwing the springs on and everything, and kind of show how we're doing that. And then once these are on the motor and everything, we'll get everything painted. But that is, yeah, our next step is just trying to make sure we got good valves, seats in there. Just valve grinding material and get to work. So far they're decent, so yep, looks like it's gonna work out. Alright, glitchy camera. Okay, this is what we're looking for here. Pull out an intake valve. Okay, if you can see in there, see that nice shiny ring, and then of course that nice shiny ring. Our nice little seat. Yeah, we've got this one all lapped all the way across. All the seats look really good, so we'll finish cleaning this one up, get on the other one, and the next step will be putting on our well, we'll binks this, get it all cleaned up, and get all this valve grinding compound. out of here, binks it up, and then we can start getting our springs, keepers, seals all on, and then they will be ready to go, and then we can throw these on the 327 intake carburetor, and get this bad boy pulled out and swap them out. Yeah, stay tuned. Alright, got a little gasoline sitting in here, making sure these don't leak down. So far we're dry as a bone. Can't really see. Oh, yeah, these are lapped in. All the new springs are installed. Oops. Yeah, on this head. Yeah, can't really see because I got it flipped upside down. But yeah, that's where we're at. We'll finish up the other ones, the other one. And next step will be to throw them on the 327 with some head gaskets and go from there. All right. Well, it's been quite a time, I guess. We did get the other head is all the valves are assembled. We just need our rocker arms. Everything seems to be sealed on the valves pretty dang good. The next step, I think, we've already, of course, checked this for trueness. It's definitely true. Less than 0.002 clearance under a machine straight edge, so they're good to go. Next step will be to put them on the 327 that's got all the new bearings and rings. And then we get to start pulling this out. It's a sad deal. Really wanted to run the original 265 for a while, but that type of damage is just not worth it. We'll pull it. At some point I'll have it align honed. Bored and honed probably, I guess. Everything else, I mean, shit, I was pushing 120 psi of compression on every single cylinder. Yeah, it was actually still running even after it punched the hole in the pan and through those two main caps. It was still sitting there idling. I couldn't even pull that coil switch off fast enough. So, all right, next video we'll start disassembly, and we'll get it all disassembled. And we'll probably have a little video on the 327, doing head gaskets and getting those double humps installed on that. And this will come out, that'll go in, and we should be good to go. Yeah, stay tuned for the next video, see what progress we made. Again, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Definitely helps with encouragement, because yeah, that was a shitty deal. That was months of work, and I just wanted to install some gauges, and pop goes the weasel. Glad I did it in the driveway. At least I got to drive it once. Still kind of just blows my mind. Yeah, stay tuned, people.